This morning I thought I'd have a go at the sort of Christmas challenges that we're seeing at the moment. Can you balance treats on your dog's head, nose, spell Merry Christmas next to them, do their outline in treats? I never normally do this stuff with them, and I'll show you why, and I won't be doing it again. So my dogs have a very strong leave it. Leave it means just leave it. Go away, get out the area, don't touch what I've put there, just leave it. I'm then calling her forward. So you can see with Oti, all of this, I have finally put a treat on her head, but she doesn't get it. She didn't get why. We'll see here. Start to bring the treats nearer, so she's offering me behaviours. She's saying, well, what would you like? What do you want for it? Yeah, I know you've got treats. You must want something. But leave it wasn't going to work when I want her head or something close enough to me to put a treat on. If I ask her to wait, I regularly reward her in a wait. If I put her in a sit, down, stand wait, I reward her in that wait. So from her perspective, she's still in the wait and I'm offering her food. Why am I not giving it to her? So she's tried to do what she knows. I've told her to leave it. She got out the area. That's not what I wanted. So that didn't make sense to her. I've told her to wait. She's still in a wait. She thinks I'm rewarding her for the wait with the treats. At this point, she's just gone into retriever mode and gone, enough. She finally did that, so let her have a reward. Right, little man. So he got even more confused. He says, are you offering me a treat or not? If my hand's closed, he knows not to take it. But if my hand's closed, how do I put a treat on his nose? And this is the issue. It's why I don't expect my dogs to do this. So you can see each time I ask him to leave it, he backs off and he says, I've left it. And then I say, but I'm putting my treat near you. And he says, oh, you give me a treat. Lovely. I could tell him to leave it and open my hand. But again, that's not going to be putting the food near him or on him. So for some of you, you might want to train this, and it's a bit of a fun game. For my dogs, I don't expect it. I expect them to be thinking beyond this, to be honest. I want them thinking through, what does she want? So here, he's in a sit wait. I've just put food down. As far as he's concerned, I've just rewarded him for a sit wait. If I tell him to leave it, as we'll see in a minute, he says, oh, well, you've told me to leave it. Okay, I'll get out the area. I'll leave it. So this really is, for a trained dog, this is very, very confusing. If you've been playing with these sort of games from tiny, they'll understand it. Good boy, Merlin. Good boy. He's taking all his willpower. He says, well, I can leave that one. Of course I can leave that one. But you can see how I can't tell him to leave it and then put it on his nose. That's not fair. I had a little try at placing them round him in a down, but encountered exactly the same thing. He was in a down weight. How often do I reward him with food for being in a down weight? Of course he assumes I'm rewarding him. When I asked him to leave it, he came out of a down weight and said, okay, I'll leave it. I really can't blame him for this one. I finished with both of them with a simple leave it. This they understand perfectly well. You just don't go near what's on the floor. This is what I use if I were to drop tablets on the floor, or we would come across something in the woods that I don't want them touching or eating. Merlin has got a brilliant leave it. Oti's is 90%, 95%. She is a retriever, and every now and then it will just sort of, food will overrule her. But you can see both of them fully understood this cue. That made sense to them. So there we go. I don't actually expect my dogs to allow me to put food on them. It's not something I need them to do. Take care, everyone. See you all soon.